Okay. So standing up nice and tall. Let's stick the feet underneath the hips, so feet together, toes out wide, heels in line, and start by rolling that pelvis straight away today. So forward and back with the hips, not to a point of pain, just to where it feels good. Slow and controlled, head up, neck in line with the spine, and just breathe. And then shrink the movement down until you find that bit in the middle where it all feels like it's in the right place. And hold and relax when you find it. Squeeze on your bum cheeks. Inhale, exhale for the tummy muscle switching on. Shoulders back. And then from there, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your bum cheeks. Tummy muscle should already be on. Shoulders back, give them a roll back. And then onto the neck. So side to side. Looking over each shoulder, just going to where your body says it's okay. Not pushing through pain. And then over and hold on the first side. And then back to the middle, change side, same on the other side. And then back to the middle, then ear to shoulder. Side to side, nice and slow. And then over and hold. And then same on the other side. Don't worry if it crunches a bit on the way over. And then back to the middle. Chin to the chest, head to the rear. Correct them shoulders if they feel like they're starting to slump. Tighten up your abs, thighs and bum. And then semicircles along the chest with the chin all the way out, all the way back. Keep making it bigger and slower. And then bring it back to where you started. Then to the middle, chin to the chest. Half circle to one side and back. Same on the other side, half circle out and back. And again. And then head back over to one side. Semicircles again, trying to go a little bit bigger. Just for about 4, so 2 each way. Then back to centre, chin to the, head to the rear, all the way around. Head back, round in the opposite direction. And out again. And in. And out. And in. And one more time out. And one more time in. Bring your head back to the middle, let your eyes reset, give those shoulders a roll. Then we're going to come into the turtle. So stand nice and tall, shoulders back, thighs, bum, tummy muscles all switched on. Inhale, exhale to tighten up those abs a bit more. And then stick your chin out like a turtle, finger on the chin, push your head to the back of your neck and hold there. Almost there. And then relax, give it all a roll out. Same again, stick your chin out, push it back. And again, hold there. Try not to let your shoulders pull forward with it. And then slowly release and back to the middle. Perfect. Stretch up with those arms. Take it over to one side. Hold that nice little stretch down the side of your body for a few seconds. And then change it over to the other side. So keep changing sides. Nice and slow, nice and big. And then one more each way. Back to the middle. Roll out those shoulders, hands on the thighs, chin on the chest. Sliding your hands down the front of the legs. Going to where your body says stop. So hold when you can't get any further and you don't want to go any further. Give the shoulders a shake and a loosen, taking all the way back up. Pull the shoulders back, reach up. Extend and release to the rear and then take it down again. So try to get a little bit further. Just hold. Just notice if you're gaining muscles that you're feeling the stretch working or stretching. And then all the way back up again, pull those shoulders back, reach up to the sky, extend to the rear, and roll out those hips. So nice big range of movement. Then let's take the hips side to side. So you can bend a knee if you want to today, push your hips to the side a little bit and just feeling that movement around the pelvis, loosening it all up. Then forward and back again. Then we're going to come up onto tiptoes on one side. That's quite extreme today. Everything's quite stiff from the weekend. And then back to the middle, forward and back again. And then we're going to go for figure of eight. So we're going to try and draw 3 figure of eights in a certain direction. And then we're going to try and change direction. So try and have an idea of the direction you're going in. And then go back the other way. And then back to the middle, give your hips a shake off. Give your shoulders a roll out. Let's take the hands up into the air in line with the shoulders. Open like a book on one side. And then same on the other side. Make it nice and big. And then rainbows. All the way out. All the way back. Both sides. 2 rainbows out and back. And then back to the middle, drop the arms down, roll out the shoulders. Grab a quick drink if you need one. I'm just going to lubricate the old voice box. And then come to the end of your mat. Toes over the edge of your mat. Hands on the thighs, chin on the chest. And we're going to roll the body down nice and slowly. Walking out with those hands. When you get to halfway, push those heels down, whether it's one at a time or both. And then carry on walking, controlling it down, and pushing up into a swan dive. So forearms and elbows down, head back, hips down. And just feel that stretching through the abs and back. Then roll back into child's pose. Lengthen the spine, open the shoulders and breathe. And then up onto all fours. Cat cow. Roll that spine. Open up the shoulders. Lengthen all those muscles down the back and down the tummy in the opposite extremes. Then coming back to neutral spine in the middle, and we're going to try and roll the shoulders. So we're taking the body down and round, a bit like a train, and then back in the other direction. If you find this one a struggle, you can practice it against a wall outside of sessions. Let's roll back into child's pose, take the weight off the arms. And then roll it forward onto your belly. Let's stretch these quads first. So take one foot by the lace where your shoelaces go if you can reach. If not, back of your trousers or sock. Push those hips forward and hold that stretch. Bit tight for the last couple of seconds and then change those legs over and same again. Push the hips forward and hold. And slowly release there. Come up into swan dive, hips down, head back. Roll back into child's pose. Roll back forward into your swan dive or a cobra. And then control it down and roll onto your back again. Bring one knee into your chest, give it a nice big squeeze. And then we're going to grab the knee and draw circles with it. And 3 circles with the right hand. And then 3 circles back the other way with the left hand. And then change those legs over. Squeeze your other knee into your chest before you do the same again. So opposite hand first, 3 big circles. Then changing hands, opposite direction, opposite hand, for 3 bigger circles. And then back to the middle when you're done. Give your knees a squeeze, push them away, scarecrow the arms, and roll those hips. Nice and slowly, side to side. I've gone straight to progression 2, but you don't have to. You can put your feet on the floor and roll from there. Nice big range of movement. Try and anchor those shoulders. Stretching the back. And remembering to breathe. And then back to the middle. Then ankle against the knee and rolling those hips again. So nice and controlled as you get to the extremes. 3 each way. And then same on the other leg. Swap those legs over. Take it to the side. And all the way to the other side. Same again. 2s. And 3s. Then come back to the middle. Give those knees a squeeze. Give your back a nice roll. And breathe. And feet on the mat, hands by your bottom. Tilt that pelvis forward and back. So you can put your hands on the hips if you prefer. Sticking your bum out like a duck, rolling those hips up, squeezing your bum off the floor, pressing your back down. Let's unroll the pelvis, bring the legs back up, shuffle over to the side of your mat a little bit. Roll the legs down to one side, get comfy. Lengthen that upper body, knees and hips at 90 degrees. Shoulders stacked, palms together, and we're opening the chest. Following the arm with the eyes, and closing the chest. 5 times. Oh, excuse me. And then we're going to draw rainbows over the head, all the way out, and all the way back. A little bit bigger each time. Five out, 5 back. And then when you're done, roll over, swing the legs to the other side, and do it all again. So hips stacked, knees together, feet together, shoulders stacked, open and close the chest for 5. And then drawing rainbows for 5. You're making it bigger, slow it down when it feels like it's working. Draw those rainbows when you've done. Keep making it bigger. Back to the middle when you're doing it. Your knees a nice squeeze, give your back a nice roll. And then we'll move into those hips. So I want you to take one leg into your chest, let the other leg go. So I've got the left. And then we're pulling straight into the one where it stretches your bum by pulling the leg across the body. So hold that stretch there. And then take it out to the side. Open up your hips and hold that stretch. And slide your other leg up, ankle against the knee, stretching that glute again, push your knee out to the side, pull your leg in. And then slowly release. Change those legs over, so rest the leg you've stretched away. Pull the other leg across your body with the opposite hand and hold and breathe. Then out to the side, open up your hips. And then bring your knee up. Press your ankle against the knee, push your knee out to the side, bring it in. Hold that stretch and keep breathing. And slowly release, give your knees a squeeze, give your back a nice roll. Loosen off those hips. Feet to the floor, hands to the floor, scoop and roll again in pelvic tilts. And then let's take the legs nice and long. Bring the hands forward, roll up to the upright. And then we're going to come in and out of hamstring stretch. So hands forward, flex those heels, dip into those toes. Probably won't be a big range of movement this time of day and this time of the week. So just take it on and off. Try and take it back into the abs just a tiny bit to start with, further into the hamstrings, and then further into the abs. So it looks a bit like you're rowing a boat without pulling your elbows in. Just keep moving forward and back. Nice and slowly. Try not to put pressure on your back and try not to bend and hunch your shoulders. So remember to just keep breathing. Nice big movements. Keep moving forward and back. Back to the middle, roll out those shoulders. Then going to take the legs into a nice wide V shape. So heels flexed again, toes to the sky, hands on the floor, and slide your hands away from the body. Just hold that stretch for a few seconds, up the inside of the thighs, and then take it off. Take it on again to a slightly deeper point, or the same point of tension, but it'll be a deeper range of movement, most likely. You're taking it on and off. One more time. That stretch there. Keep breathing. And then back to the middle. And we're going to bring one leg in. I'm going to let you bend your whole back into it this time to get a nice deep stretch down the back of the leg and down the back of the body. Just take everything forward. Let your head fall down a bit. Feel a stretch in your shoulders, down your back, down the back of your leg, and everywhere in between potentially. Flex that heel more so. And then slide it up. Slide the back of your hand down the inside of your leg. And then take this top arm over. We need to open up your chest. Look at where the arm's gone. And bring it over. So you've got your chest open and you're feeling a nice big stretch from your elbow to your hip. Keep breathing. Keep it there. And then slowly back to the middle. Then we're going to take this opposite hand to the opposite side of this leg. Stretch down into it. You can push your body around a little bit. So we're looking for a shoulder stretch and another hamstring stretch if it's still tight. Take it off. Roll out that shoulder and change those legs over. So other leg goes long, heel flexes. Take your whole body down and across. Feel a nice stretching and lengthening down your back through your shoulders and everywhere else. And then slide it up, back of the hand down the inside of the leg. Other arm comes over as wide as you can. Chest open and hold that stretch there. Get off. And take this opposite hand to the opposite side of the opposite leg. Hold. And take it off. And bring the soles of your feet together this time. Bring them in towards your groin. Take your belly closer to your legs and push your knees out to the sides and hold that stretch there. It's the inner thighs we're stretching again now. You hold and breathe in, then we're going to sit up nice and tall. Just start to ease out of the stretch. Take your feet forward slightly and then coming down again in the same way, pushing those knees out to the sides and holding that stretch there. So it's the inner thighs we're aiming for. I'm feeling a little bit in the outer thighs for some reason today, so there must be some tightness there. Just hold and breathe. And if it's hurting in places it shouldn't, don't use the elbows to force it further. Just go with what gravity's giving you. If you're struggling to feel any sort of stretch, that's when you want to bring those elbows in, or when it's a really good stretch in here, but you do feel the need to take it a little bit deeper. Sit up nice and tall, stretch those legs out nice and long. Roll out your shoulders again there. Let's go back into those hamstrings. So legs long, back straight, tilting forward, or you can push yourself forward if you prefer. And then take the stretch off, then toes in, heels out, and take the stretch on again. And then take the stretch off, then take your heels in, toes out, take it forward again. And take the stretch off. Give your legs a nice shake out. Let's come over onto our paws and cat cow. Your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, roll that spine, drop your head, lift your spine to the sky, lower your belly, lift your head, open your chest. Don't take it to the point where it feels like it crushes your lower back, just keep it nice and slow, nice and steady, and just where it feels good. Then back to your neutral spine in the middle, roll back to your child's pose. And then up onto the plank, walk it in, roll it up, nice and slow, pulling the shoulders back, reaching up, extending and releasing to the rear. Try not to sneeze. Run out those shoulders. And then stand up nice and tall, feet underneath your hips, shoulders back, thighs on, bum cheeks on, abs on. And then back to that neck. So we're going side to side, looking over each shoulder. Keeping it all moving, keeping your shoulders back. Then ear to shoulder. Yeah, nice and slow, nice and big. One more each way. Then back to the middle, chin to the chest, into the rear. And then semicircles. With the chin on the chest. Then back to the middle, chin to the chest, roll it to one side, roll it back, and to the other side, roll it back. And then back to the middle, head to the rear, take it all the way around, take it all the way back. And again. And then bring your head back to the middle, let your eyes reset, give those shoulders a roll. And that is us all done for today. Thank you for joining me.